Hi, this is a short demo of the Diva Bazille Hive uh, Rackspace that I've prepared. It offers three of the flagship UHEI synths with some widget controls that make it very convenient to choose banks and patches, to mix the level of the synths, and to observe the MIDI activity, to mute them, mute individual ones, or to open individual ones. So up here on the right, we have these open buttons. You can open the mixer. You can open each of the synths, open and close, very easily to do that. Okay, we have MIDI activity. I'm going to go ahead and play my keyboard, and you can see the MIDI activity. And right now we're hearing all three synths. If we want to mute and only hear one, very easy to mute and only hear one. The relative levels in this mixer are available here on the panel. So you don't have to open the mixer. You can do it either way if you want. These all happen to be MPE synths, so I pass the MPE data to them. But if I were doing the same kind of layout for non-MPE synths, I would want to be able to take my keyboard and put it all in the same channel. So I would use this button right here to accomplish that. A quick look at the Rackspace, the wiring diagram. Okay, so I have some inputs. The rechannelizer is what's used to accomplish MPE on and off. If you take MPE data and you rechannelize it all to the same channel, you've effectively made it non-MPE data. So if I had non-MPE synths down here, as I do in some other rack spaces that are similar, then I would want to go ahead and turn that rechannelizer on. Okay, so filter here, I'm just blocking out some messages to make my MIDI monitor cleaner. You can have that on or off, or even get rid of it if you like. The real action here is the three synths, Diva, Bazille, and Hive. I've used the VST version of each of these, not the VST3. Okay, I even have a note here. And the reason for that has to do with getting the correct MIDI behavior. I'll talk briefly about that before we're through. In front of each synth, I have three blocks. The blocker pass block, which lets the MIDI be turned off or on. We have the activity light. MIDI activity is just connected to the LED you saw back on the panel. And the Diva selector, or each of these has their own selector, is a script. Okay, and the script is something, I won't delve into that in detail here, but it's something that allows for the bank select messages and the patch select messages to be sent from the widgets and made correct as necessary for any given synth, because bank select for a given synth can sometimes be a little funky. They're not all the same. So I use individual scripts to handle individual synths. And that basically is what I wanted to show. One point, though, about doing bank select and patch select with these UHEI synths, the way it works, um, you have to set up the the bank select and patch select, uh, the banks for that, in a special directory of their own. So here, if I can just find the presets, here we go, presets. Right here, you'll notice in the banks that are part of the synth library, there's this directory called MIDI programs. And in my case, I've gone ahead and copied these factory banks down under the MIDI programs directory, because when you make subdirectories under this directory, just like I've done, those become your bank selectable um, banks to access. So, for example, my MIDI bank select message 0 is going to select all these bases. My MIDI bank select message 1 is going to select poly leads. I think I've got that right. Could be off by one. So if we go back up to the top and go back to the panel, when we're doing something like a bank select, see, we've got a Diva Bank 04. So we can bring that down to 03, bring that down to 02, and in this case, all those, it's a whole new bank of patches, whatever I've put in those subdirectories. Makes it very convenient. Now, the thing about having it set up this way with widgets is you can choose a different variation, and the settings of the widgets go down into the synths, and you get, in this case, a different triple layer of sound in every case. So there's our triple layer. We have to open it up. And that's what I wanted to show you about this Rackspace. You can take a look at how things are all hooked up by digging in. I hope you enjoy it. Thanks.